Cool. Thought there might be a DQ right away. Good luck. GG's. Seeing a name I haven't seen before. Sus Shinobi, will it be a chip or an Izzer? What's r2d? It is a online tournament in North America called Rev Tuesday. I think this is a new player, given they don't seem to know how to use the Steam invite URLs. So you're participating in a tournament? Yes. So I've joined this tournament quite a number of times in the past. The way this format works is for the first hour, you enter a matchmaking queue. So everyone who's participating enters a queue via StartGG, and you get matched with as many people as you can. At the end of the hour, the 8 people with the best scores at the end proceed to the top 8, and then it becomes a, I believe, single elim bracket at that point of the 8 people. This week there are 34 people that have joined. Not too bad. I'll post the StartGG here. Okay. Alright, good luck. Execution's a bit funky today. So this is where all those top 8 charts come from. If it's for Rev 2, probably, yeah. Outside of the one that TNS hosts every now and then, this is, I believe, the largest tournament in North America currently for online. He gave up blocking, yeah. Again, I think he's a new player completely. He's doing a Street Fighter confirms right now. Listen, I could have IK'd there, I chose not to. GG's. I don't think he's going to verify scores, so this is going to take 2 minutes. Okay, cool. We got past it. Next is a Slayer. Good luck. GG's. So again, in this same format, r2d will keep matchmaking people for an hour, and then top 8 gets to proceed to a single elim. Okay, good luck. A little curious if RAM 6P works on Zato 2P, because it looked like that's what happened. Great white victory. Damn, GG's. Two, one. Okay, good luck. Yeah, GG's. Good luck. GG's. Double Great White victory. Yeah, that drop on the Executor, I think one of the 3 air normals I used just kind of whiffed due to height. Okay, good luck. That really clashed. GG's. Stacking up all the Great White victories. I think that's the 4th one so far. Good luck. You never get that blitz after the H-Boom RC. Number 5. Just putting that out there. GG's. I got a Kai player next. And this might be the last one before top 8. Oh, it's a May. Okay. Good luck. No, it's a Kai. Alright. I wanted to unsummon, but the game taketh. Damn, GG's. He got the right punish. I might actually be out of top 8 in that case. I went to 6-3. Let's look at standings real quick. Oh, I'm still apparently 7th. I think my number of games are carrying me right now. I have 9 total, and that is the most out of everyone above me. I thought he had him with that mine setup. Yeah, that's why if you can kill without unblockable, that's why you do it. Because you run the risk of that happening to you. Now usually for unblockable setups, even if they do blitz and then block, you don't always get punished like that. But it just depends on the height at which you get blitzed. Like a lot of times, you'll do blitz, block, and then mesh 5p, and then you still are able to block their mesh. But that particular one, I guess it was too fast. Seventh, that's good. Yeah, I mean, as long as you are in top 8, you proceed to the final bracket. Yeah, just barely made it, I guess. Fiery, Meltron, Neil, Lotus, Apollo 3, Teddy, Elvin, Thumbtack, Milk, MKJ, here's me, Zwei, Akai, Solstice, Saint Ether, White Beast, Pat, and hyped for Sliced Bread. And it seems like there are still matches going on, so it's possible I have to play for a tiebreaker. But I don't think this person is here. So I think my spot is secured. Okay. Oh, hold on, no. MKJ is playing versus Lotus here, so if MKJ wins, I run the risk of having to play in a 3-way tie here, I think. So So we pray for Lotus to win that set. How do you go about practicing against some of the best character specialists compared to on net play? Practicing against some of the best character specialists. I don't really treat it differently, because the way I play online is very similar to if I were to be playing at a local or offline, which is I don't really do the whole, like, let's just play a first two, whatever thing. Whenever we net play, it's always just, hey, let's play, and then until one of us drops dead, we keep playing. And if you keep doing that versus a certain character, I think you just kind of eventually get to a point where you have enough understanding of that character. But I think Lotus won. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Avoided the three-way tie. Thank you, Lotus. It is difficult though, so the majority of the work that you put into training mode at a certain point is going to be just knowing what your opponent's character can do, replicating it in training mode, and then trying to figure out different ways to go about defending against it, or whatever have you. One useful thing for this, actually, there is a Google Doc called Mixipedia. Let me pull it up. And what Mixipedia is a Google Doc of wake-up tool inputs that you can copy-paste into the tool. And then once you play those inputs, your opponent's dummy character will just do a mix on you. And then obviously you have 3 slots for playback, so you can put random on there and practice defending against all those things. Very cool. Here it is. Highly recommended you try it out. I put Zato's unblockable on there too. I think it's likely I run into Bread for one of the first matches. Bread or Pat. If it's Spiken, I think I stay on Zato. As regrettable as that is. First to 1 tiebreak. We apparently have to do a first to 1. Well, okay, I guess we're doing this. I think it's just for seed placement. So, we'll see. Let's go. Good luck. GG's. I guess that is a revenge match success. And I think I probably stay here, yeah. Okay. So to look at the bracket now, since it should be finalized. Nothing still? Alright, I'll just look at it later, but this is the matchup for now. I thought that Johnny'd give you trouble. I did lose to him in the matchmaking part. Alright, good luck. There's game one. GG's. It was like the one impossible matchup, I think. It's like you take away the entirety of Zato doing buzzsaw mix-ups. The character is not real anymore. You know, the issue with like Jacko is she essentially has a button that kills Eddie for, I think, 8 seconds it is. But that means that if you like get the good hit that you want, she can't really kill Eddie while she's getting pressured. So like you have the one upside of actually being able to run your stuff when you get the knockdown. It's kind of like how Pot has his thing of getting the one knockdown that he wants. But this is like if Pot is playing a matchup where he loses neutral, and then if he also gets in, he can't use his good things up close either. It's like his pot buster damage is like a normal throw now. It's so fucked. Alright, I will look for games elsewhere. Were you contemplating a pot counter pick? Not really. I think... I went into that set thinking I would play Zato the whole way, so it is what it is. I think people thinking that Jacko is the worst matchup for Zato kind of lends itself to the idea that this is actually just probably worse by at least a single order. It was close at least? Yeah, I guess. It was a... We're almost there. See, like, the idea of trying to make a counterpick, like, practicing a counterpick character in advance is, like, it's something I kind of did in the past. And that's kind of why I have all these characters, partially. But I think I ended up thinking that overall it's just more beneficial to play one even with a character like this. There are some mechanical reasons, like, for example, every character has different wake-up timings in this game. And so things like backdash timing, in particular, starts to become really inconsistent when you start switching characters. Like, I feel that all the time when I play off of Zato. Or, like, even if I play Zato, then play a different character, then come back to Zato, I still feel it. Like, it's more inconsistent to backdash on Zato. Luckily, there's just one Jackal player and they're Japanese. I am looking at more regions, like, I'm playing in the Europe server to try and expand who is available to play. But otherwise, there is also some news, which is I'm dipping my toes into Street Fighter 6 right now. I think it's Ohara Nagi, but they're apparently from Taiwan, based on what I heard. I'm learning. I almost said Kai. I'm learning Ken right now in 6 because I heard he's very good right now and he's very easy. And so far it does seem that way. He does seem very strong and he does seem very easy. Crouching medium kick into the drive rush into buttons. I've been playing 6 too. Yeah, it's hard if you're playing Xrd and you're not in North America or Europe, I think. Like even in Asia, I found it pretty hard, like East Asia. Although nowadays I don't know if Japan has like a more active netplay environment. Kind of diabolical. I just do the easy stuff so far. Like I haven't even played online that much yet, but I do crouching medium kick into rush, into buttons, into the rush, the run tatsu. But the most important, and I'm still trying to find matches right now, but I don't know if anyone's gonna play. The most important part is I need to be in a state of mind where I want to play the game, and I'm not quite there yet with 6, but I think if I maybe put some more time into it, it might get to that point. Like there are very few games that are like that for me. It's like Third Strike, Xrd, obviously. That's kind of it. Like I could not bear to play Strive all that much. I tried the free version of Grand Blue Rising, and I spent some time on Gran. So far, I think Street Fighter 6 is the highest candidate. Six was my first Street Fighter, and coming from full screen teleports and full screen neutral skips, it felt awkward. Yeah, it's a different game. I think the one really different parts about the game, or the one really different aspect between, say for example, like Guilty Gear and Street Fighter 6, or any Street Fighter really, is the amount of concentration that you need at any given point during the game is, I think, pretty high, like incomparably high in Street Fighter, where it's like the entire game is just about hit confirms and trying to kind of teeter on the edge of what is reactable and what is not. And so I think it's a more mentally taxing of a game than Guilty Gear. I got a person to play. This is a Slayer. The biggest incentive is this. It's the fact that if you go to any locals, any local tournaments, Xrd is so hard to find. And the vast majority of setups that you see, and the brackets that you see, are all Street Fighter 6, Strive, Grand Blue. And I'm probably never going to stop playing Xrd, but it's kind of a situation where it benefits me, if I'm going to go to Xrd tournaments, to also be able to play in some of the larger brackets, right? That's where I think the vast majority of the drive comes from for me, of playing 6. It's not even necessarily like I care that much about the game. I care a lot about Exerd, but I don't really care about the others. But it is what it is. Some characters like Jury and DJ have faster drive rushes. Alright. I also think part of the attachment to Exerd kind of comes from the fact that I think Exerd and Rev 2 in particular, like Rev 1, Rev 2, I think were kind of shafted back when they were main games, based on what I could tell. Because they released at a time where there were, I mean, like, it's still kind of true to this day, but right now they have Strive, and Strive is the main anime game. At the time, Guilty Gear was not like a main bracket type of game at all. And so they kind of got put into the same category as BlazBlue, which was another main game at the time. As BlazBlue, as Granblue, as Dragon Ball. And so any tournaments that you go to, or like the amount of attention that the game got, kind of got split between all these different ArcSys games. And the same thing applies to those other ArcSys games, for sure. Like BlazBlue, like CF probably didn't get the attention that it probably should have deserved. But again, the difference between, say for example, BB and this game is that right now, Strive is the Guilty Gear, right? But right now there's no like true successor to BlazBlue. So if someone says like they're playing BlazBlue, it's CF. Like they're still playing that game. But with Guilty Gear, it's like, if you say Guilty Gear, it's Strive, 99% of the time. And then not only that, but it's also split across Exerd and plus R if it's not Strive. And the official support too for the game, like Rev 2, when it was the main Guilty Gear, the level of support that the game got from ArcSys, like for the ArcSys World Tour, for example, it was so bad. Like the amount of care that went into organizing those events seemed to be so hilariously low. That explains why CF has more players than this? Possibly. Like CF, if you say BlazBlue, there's only one game, right? There's CF, and no one plays the older games. But credit to CF, it's not like, for example, Under Night also has more players because of that reason. Like, it's just one Under Night, no one plays the older versions. Unless you're counting, like, TL, I guess, into the equation. And they seem to legitimately just have a larger following currently. CF, that is. Which I'm very happy to see. That game also does seem fun to play. Makes me happy Strive's success meant things like Exerd getting rollback. Exerd getting rollback is not due to Strive. If I recall correctly, the way Exerd got rollback was it started as a community product of like a few people working on building rollback into the game separately from Arxis. And then eventually, once it got like near completion, Arxis kind of picked it up and decided to make it an official thing. But I think Strive has zero relation to Exer getting rollback. There is a benefit of Strive, which is that I think it does kind of funnel more new players into the game. But the only issue with that is, like, that would still happen if it were not for Strive existing. As you can see with a game like CF. Oh. Strive made me buy this game because it was too expensive. Yeah, Extra goes on sale for, I think, like 20 bucks for the whole thing, including all the characters. Pretty often. You know, Strive has been out for, I think, like nearly five-ish years now, right? 2020? End of 2020? No, I think it was 2021, right? So I think 4 years plus-ish. I think fighting games are going to do the formula where, like the way Street Fighter does it, where they just have one version of the game and then they keep updating it. As opposed to like they used to just make new installments of the game. With like Sign, Rev 1, Rev 2. So Strive will, like I would guess, it will always be Strive for until the next thing comes out. Which will probably be like another 5 years. 5 more years of Strive. If you look at the attention Street Fighter is getting right now, I think it's insane in Japan in particular. Like the game, that game really is the game in Japan at the moment for all of esports. And seeing that level of attention, like even for just that region, outside of everything else, like the actual gameplay, it is tempting. I wonder if the Super Street Fighter 6 rumors are true. I think there were rumors or leaks about the SNK characters being in 6, right? So there definitely could be a possibility of like leaks being accurate. You know, that black beat just now? That is uncontrollable on my end, because it has to do with the spacing between me and the opponents. Just another Zato thing. The game received like 20k players daily in Japan. Yeah. I knew about this for a very long time. Like, it's a different type of encouragements between playing a game that you really like versus playing a game that just is the main thing right now. Like, there are legitimate merits, I think, to playing both. Oh, nice. There are legitimate merits to playing both. It's just like, to me, so far, historically, that balance has never tipped in that direction, personally. But, I don't know, maybe that'll change. Six prize pools are insane too. It's kind of an afterthought. It's primarily the like anyone who's playing the game because they're interested in the prize pools are probably not going to be able to make it that far. The drive has to be first and foremost, like wanting to win in the game and enjoying wanting to win in the game. Capcom Cup is like in an hour. Maybe I'll watch that too. Nice. Back in Korea right now, 6 is, or not just 6, fighting games in general I think are not doing that well. For a number of reasons, but like, that is also kind of sad to see. They used to have a tournament organizer called Spirit Zero, like Team Spirit Zero. And in part, I think, there were a number of controversies surrounding like the way they were organizing stuff among like... I'm not gonna get into it too deep, but they're apparently involved in the scene not being as big as it could be, supposedly, which is sad to see. Aired IDOM critique games design a lot. I mean, like, you can do that. It's just like that player, I'm very certain, is still someone who is completely driven to play the game, just due to the nature of competition being there. Like, Street Fighter 6 is the main game, therefore it is something I'm willing to play. Critique is a little bit separate from, actually, I think, enjoying the game itself. Or it's kind of like this too. You can really love the game, or you can really hate the game, but it's only like super dangerous if you are indifferent, because then you just don't play the game at all, and that's the majority of people. Like, they just don't care enough to play, and at that point it's irredeemable. You just can't compete. You need something to keep it going. Like, my run with Melty type Lumina was fueled off of hate also, but it got me to play the game more, so, you know. But right now my status with TL is indifference, so I just don't play the game. Not interested. That's true, that's why player retention is over. Well, there are a lot of factors that go into it, but yeah. Ultimately, it's just the game that is in at any given point. Right now, I think even Tekken is kind of losing it right now, in terms of just raw data of who is playing the game. Tekken doesn't seem to be doing as well as it used to back in when it used to be like Street Fighter V versus Tekken 7. And it feels to me like, as an outsider looking at it, it seems like Tekken is kind of at a low at the moment. And it's obviously relative to how it used to be, not like as a game. As a game, on the grand scale of things, it is doing excellent. You might have heard me say this, but my Strive issue currently, because I did try the game out recently, like in the past 3 weeks-ish. My issue is this. There's one character I can see myself playing, and it's Asuka. However, Asuka is a character that requires me to put in more time into Strive than I could possibly imagine caring enough to do so. So it makes sense that to play Strive, I should pick a different character. However, if I pick a different character, I will not have the drive to play the game beyond like a couple hours at best. And therefore, my chances of playing Strive are currently 0. Granblue was tempting too, but the Granblue issue is like, it is at best equal to my level of interest with 6. And if I'm gonna consider playing Granblue, I would much rather just pick the game that has the bigger player base, which currently is Granblue, or not Granblue, 6. 6 by a large margin. Tekken is not doing too hot. It's like a vicious cycle between SF and Tekken switching places. I mean, it's not like they'll not recover. It's a fun game. I don't know how many people feel this way in reality, but I know there's also a subset of people who just won't play games if they can't find games within like a set period of time, or like if there's no good matchmaking system in the game. And then this type of player also generally cares a lot about ranked speaking in the game. And so they'll kind of flock towards Street Fighter, Tekken, like maybe Dragon Ball at the time. But those are the two selections. That's it. To be honest, like, I'm also kind of in that field of really wanting the game to have good matchmaking and ranked and like a ladder to climb. I wish that were the case for the games I play. But for me, it's not like a hard requirement to play a game. Will you blitz? You will not. I didn't kind of like that, but I made an exception for this game. Yeah, likewise. It's the only game where it was like, it doesn't have most of the things I'm looking for, but like just the gameplay itself is so up there that I can forgive anything else that it does. Going is that far off, people avoid that Persona fighting game, MLT, because they're Discord fighters. Yeah, I mean, I do think it's a factor for a lot of people. I just don't know if, like... I mean, evidently people do. And you can see because if someone is getting into fighting games, it's immediately, okay, is it Street Fighter or is it Tekken? And it's like a kind of a weird choice to go for one that isn't one of the two. So it's like, again, no matchmaking, no ranked. I just forced myself to actually wait for matches in KLF XP. If it's a system where you can at least just keep playing the sets for as long as you want after finding the opponent, I think that'll be like a little bit more okay for me. Tekken actually used to have this in 7, as I'm sure everyone knows. But Tekken, like, outside of that, didn't need that help anyways. Like, it has an active player base to support a ranked system. So it's not like it really needed it to begin with. Here's my concern. My concern is I'm gonna put more time into 6, and then despite putting more time into 6, I'm gonna feel like I just don't have the motivation to play, because like that innate drive to play the game due to its gameplay is just not there like I have with Exerd. And if that happens, I probably just stop playing fighting games altogether. That is kind of the one fear I have. The custom room option is there in KLF. I see people missing the infinite rematch option. From what I could tell, KLF kind of has its own community of people who play it. And I do wish it would be like a proper competitor to the other games, you know? Like at a larger scale than it is currently. outside of a ranked system, like a game that just matchmakes for you, outside of that, I think my next favorite way to do fighting games is the way Fightcade does it, which is you just have a list of people who are currently online. You sort them by their ping to you. You show them their rank, and then you can just choose anyone in that list to start playing a game. I think that's such a elegant solution to matchmaking. Again, if you aren't willing to make a self-matchmaking system in your game. Like Plus R kind of has that too, where you just have a list of people, and then you can choose. Extra lobbies kind of have their own charm. You know, like how you have your avatars, you're in a room. But I think functionally, and purely functionally, it just is lacking compared to a list like that. So like Plus R? Yeah, Plus R. If you told me I couldn't have a system that could matchmake by itself, like in Street Fighter 6, but I had to make a matchmaking system in a game, that would be my ideal way to do it. I think I'll do one more. I think that's the biggest issue with people trying to get into the non-mainstream fighting games, especially. Like, I remember trying to get a lot of people to play Xrd before Strive, like before Strive came out, and the number one issue that I encountered was this game does not have matchmaking, so I have to like go to all these different Discord servers and try to find games. I used to ping Xrd, like the Xrd PC role, and I think regularly it was like 6 different servers every time I wanted to find games. And then I could extend that to like 4 or 5 more servers on top of that if I really wanted to at the time. There was like the Toronto server, Ottawa server, Montreal server, Chicago server. There was a general Midwest server. There was a Eastern Canada server. There was the Xrd Illuminati server. There's a main Guilty Chord. Yeah, I'll send it here. GG's. And I'm all about that, but it is not for everyone. Okay. And then copy paste Steam link, yeah. Exit PC, paste the link, rinse and repeat 10 times, and hopefully someone joins. More often than not, I can tell you, between like 2018 and 2021, my success rate was like maybe 30%. Okay, that's it for tonight. I will see you all later. Thank you for joining. I will be back.